Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The New World. And in today's video, we discuss an ongoing debate amongst the world of women's basketball, and that is yet again the rivalry of last year's Rookie of the Year, Caitlin Clark, and All-Star Angel Reese. Now, as the WNBA season began to tip off, we once again see the two face off, but per usual, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever would have the edge over the Chicago Sky as they took care of business with an easy blowout win to begin the season. But as the game was about to end, Clark picked up a flagrant foul at the end as she tried making a basketball play on the ball, but seemingly shoved Reese in the back, which caused tempers to flare. After the game, media and fans were quick to jump on the two and discuss their rivalry and once again involve race when it comes between the two. Now, before we discuss, make sure to hit that subscribe button and help us on the way to 10K subs, and comment your thoughts on the basketball relationship between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Now, Bardo, what are your thoughts on CC and Angel Reese's rivalry, as it always seems to have surrounded race? And at some point, do you even believe that this is still a rivalry?
All right, the second question. Okay, if we're talking about from a basketball perspective, no, this is not really a rivalry. I think that has been more evident since these two have become players, and really like going back to last season, as Caitlin Clark, her game just continued to grow and elevate. Angel Reese has been relatively stagnant. And before we really get into this convo, I want to just, Angel Reese is probably never going to see this video. I do want to send her a quick message. Angel Reese, and this is just me being completely 100% objective and real. Young lady, you're going to have to make a decision on what you really want to do. Do you want to be a basketball player, or do you want to be influencer / runway model? You got to make a decision, because she had a very, very, very busy off season. She was on all these different platforms and in these commercials and doing all of these big things. But we're 2 games into the season for the Chicago Sky, and she has basically looked the same, if not a little worse. Offensively, she still can't make her layups. The last game, she had 2 points. She didn't make a field goal. So it doesn't look like you really improved your game. But if we go to Caitlin Clark, she was dominant in that first game. Second game took a little step back, but right now they're playing the New York Liberty, and they're really giving them work. So I'm seeing development and growth in Caitlin Clark. She looks a little bit stronger, more confident with the handle. Her teammates, they have gotten better, and I get it. The Chicago Sky are terrible, but Angel Reese, you have not played that well. And I do think that this could be a rivalry that could really grow the game. I really do believe that, because whether people want to admit it or not, let's go back to what people were trying to compare this to last year. Bird and Magic, white, black. It's just evident that that's just what we tend to do when it comes to sports. We tend to look at color. That it's just more polarizing. It's just more entertaining. It just engages all audiences. It does. So when we have that, the only reason why that worked, though, was because Bird and Magic were basically damn near equals from a talent perspective. So if Caitlin Clark is continuing to get better and better and better, and Angel Reese is just stagnant, flatlining, it doesn't work as a rivalry. Because if we just keep it a beam, Caitlin Clark has fans that are fans of her because of her basketball play, and she also has fans that are probably just fans of her just because of the way she looks. That's facts. Angel Reese, on the other hand, can we say that Angel Reese has fans because of her basketball play? I don't think so. She isn't that good.
No. I know on Twitter, there be some folks, like, especially the LeBron fans, they be on her side a little bit. So it be basketball too. It don't just be because of looks. They be on her side. They be like, whenever she has a bad game, she's like, they be in the comments like, hey, she gonna bounce back. She gonna have a 15 rebound game. So she does have time.
But it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not, bro. It doesn't seem authentic. That's really not an authentic.
I feel like they just want to be. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the way, man, Angel Reese, like, she kind of made it seem like it's a race bait. Like, during that Rookie of the Year battle, she was like, "Oh, I feel like the media is against me. I think they're easily trying to choose Caitlin Clark over me." And then everybody was just going to point fingers and be like, "Oh, it's race bait. They choose the white girl. She playing in Indiana.
Well, hold on.
They want to root against the black woman." I'm like, what?
Well, and I think that the problem with that combo is Angel Reese. If you were as good as Caitlin, you would have a leg to stand on. But people that are okay, let's look at 99% of the people that watch WNBA now are new fans. So if they look and watch the game, like if they just look at an Indiana Fever, Chicago Sky game, nobody is gravitated to the way that Angel Reese plays basketball. They're not. Nobody is like, oh man, I just love how she rebounds. I love how she misses wide open layups. You're not gravitated to that bullshit, bro. And I didn't want to come like this, but that's what it is. That's what it is. And I think that I was talking to my pops about this.
Watching Dennis Rodman play.
But I mean, bro, when
I don't even know she got. Well, yeah, you can say that.
But my thing is,
he missing his shots though. Like he's like rebounding for like his teammates.
yeah, he's rebounding for his teammates, and also niggas want to talk about Angel Reese's defense. It's a little overrated. Like it's good, but it's not great, huh?
She be stopping things.
Okay, that's cool, but I was bringing this up last year. Caitlin Clark averages more steals and blocks than Angel Reese, so it's like
Yeah, we don't care about stocks in 2020.
but it's a data point because I mean think about this. Like I said, new viewers. Angel Reese has got to be better, bro. Like she has to be better. And I was telling my pops this. I was like, Dad, if Angel Reese needs to be better for this rivalry to really be what I think it can be, which is great for the game and grows the game. Because what's going to end up happening is that Caitlin Clark's rival is going to end up being Paige or Juju. It's not going to be Angel Reese.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If she was like in a similar talent bracket, that's like Paige or Juju Watkins, I feel like the rivalry would be better, but she's not. So I think it's kind of going to delay it. And Caitlin Clark's going to get more compared to like those girls, like in the next draft class.
And I think that may be fine because those are both guards too. So it's a one-to-one comparison. While Angel Reese is a big, she does other things that are completely different than Caitlin. But like I was going back to say, Angel Reese has to make up her mind. And this is just, and I was talking to my moms about this. I was like, if I'm Angel Reese and I'm her management team, I'm thinking, okay, this basketball thing, I don't think that she really wants to play basketball. That to me personally, I think she got a podcast. She's on, social media. She's doing the modeling stuff. That's something that she's really, really good at. So if she got a lot of motion.
She's trying to live that big life. She's trying to stack up that bread. She was talking about it. She was like, my WNBA contract ain't helping me pay for my rent, and she was living in like a high end apartment. And she was like, I forgot what else she said. She said something else was like helping her pay for her rent at the apartment, and it was helping more than the WNBA. But I mean, if you really, you trying to be a great in the WNBA, hey, you can live at a lesser apartment and focus on your game. Like nobody said you got to live a luxury life. But like nobody said you had to do that.
But this is where my objectivity is coming in, because if I'm Angel Reese, I think that she should continue to play basketball for like 2-3 more years, just because you initially got your fans from basketball. So you will continue to grow loyal fans from that, and that'll just continue to build. She don't even have to be great. She can just keep on getting the rebounds and do that while you're building your crazy following off the line, like on the internet, on the runway, overseas. But in like the next 3 to 5, I would dead basketball, because she's going to make way more money off the court than she is on. And I think that she's a little bit more into what she's doing off the court. So that's where I would say this could be a win-win for everybody. Caitlin Clark is going to be a global superstar when it comes to basketball. Angel Reese can be a global superstar when it comes to social media. And I think that that's what the two people are. We have two extremely popular people that are popular for different reasons. And Angel Reese's reason just doesn't happen to be basketball. And that's just kind of what I've seen for, it's only been two games in their second season. So I would like to just see the end of the year to see if Angel Reese grows. But what I've seen, and I also saw, she was in some runs, in the offseason. She just looks bad offensively. Like she's just not an offensive threat. And that's fine, but for somebody that has face of the league mantra, or in Caitlin Clark, her rival can't be just a damn glorified Marcin Gortat, because that's what niggas was saying. It's Kobe, Marcin Gortat. That's exactly what it is, people. People, that's what it is. Somebody else said what it is somebody else said this. It would be if Michael Jordan, and they were comparing Michael Jordan and his rival was Bill Laimbeer. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, people. It just doesn't. So anybody that's an Angel Reese fan, you're not a fan of her because of her basketball talent. You're probably a fan of her because of how she looks, her attitude, just like her aura off the line. That's it. It's not basketball. So if we want to talk about basketball, let's actually talk about basketball. But then people don't have a leg to stand on. And so when it comes to CC, bro, she just gets better every day, bro. Like, she just continues to get better every single day. And the team is starting to develop as a really good team. So that means that if she can start winning more frequently, bro, it really ain't a combo, dog. And in my opinion, we need to kind of see what Paige does, and we need to start seeing what Juju is going to do after the fact. But Angel Reese is going to become irrelevant, especially after Juju comes into the league from a basketball perspective. And that's that.
Over under on Chicago Sky making playoffs.
I'm taking the under.
Oh, I'm definitely taking the under. They may They may fuck around. They may fuck around to be the worst team in the league. They just look terrible.
Yeah, the Chicago Sky, they didn't even make any like free agency moves. Like, that's why the Indiana Fever also looked like so good. They re-signed Kelsey Mitchell, and then they made other moves. Like, Chicago Sky, all they did was, draft Haley Van Lith out of TCU or whatever. Yeah, like that's the only move that they made for that team. Like, that team is not going to be better. Like, we all like Indiana Fever, like Caitlin Clark and them, they already snatching. They already got their chains hanging. Like, that's cool. But like these other teams are finna continue to do that as well. Like, Chicago Sky, if as Bardo said, this could be a good rivalry. Like, as far as the Magic Johnson Larry Bird thing. But if it's gonna be one, it's got to be some good teams. Like, Indiana Fever, they just gonna continue to run over Chicago Sky. Like, at least when we were talking about the Lakers in Boston, like, it was battles and there were good teams going against each other. Right now it's just lopsided. Like, Indiana Fever, they're clearly the better team. And Bardo said, like, Las Vegas got the Indiana Fever as like one of the highest odds to go win it all. Like, for this rivalry to continue to be gassed on and everybody wants it to happen, Chicago Sky got to have a better team. But Angel Reese, she's got to be better offensively. Like, even if she doesn't care to be a good offensive threat, she got to, like, I don't know, lead the league in like blocks or something. Like, we can't just, every time we bring up Angel Reese's name, it can't just be, oh, she rebounds well. Like, that's all she is. She can just grab her own boards. Because a lot of times, especially that last game, she was like 0 for 8 from the field. And she had, I think, like 13 rebounds or 10 rebounds. And 8 of those were offensive rebounds. Like, are we going to continue to, like, just sit there and praise that? That's the only thing we can talk about with her. And then, you look on the other side, Caitlin Clark. When somebody highlights Caitlin Clark, oh, you just don't like black women. And it's like, bro, we can't appreciate talent because she's clearly grown compared to Angel Reese. Since everybody likes to compare her to Angel Reese, which I don't really know why people continue to do that. And then, making it a whole race thing, it really makes no sense. Especially, I was watching, First Take, Molly was she brought up race for no reason when everybody else was talking about basketball. And she just decided to bring up, oh, is this a race thing? Like, no, it's not. It's a basketball thing. And
2025. What do you expect?
Like, it's a basketball thing between these two ladies. I don't know why the media of course the media continues to pop it up as race because it's selling for them. But, these analysts, it's not a race thing because we can clearly see who's the better talent and we can clearly see who's gotten better. And that is Caitlin Clark. Like, we see that now. She first game in, she put up a triple double, and it's looking like she probably finna average like 20, 7 and 10 or something. So the only thing we can say for Angel Reese is, oh, she probably finna average like 15 boards, and that's about it. Like, I can't I'm not trying to hate on Angel Reese, but I can't, like, what else am I supposed to say about it that's like really good? Like, She can't do anything offensively very well, and she misses a lot of layups. Like maybe she'll grow as a defensive stopper in the paint. Like maybe she'll do that and work on that, and then we can call her, a paint beast. And then like I'm finding it hard to really make something. And then you see somebody like the Ryan Clark. He was taking this situation completely out of pocket. Like they were just talking about basketball, and then all of a sudden because I think RG3 had said something about Caitlin Clark and how she like dominated Angel Reese or something. I don't know. And he just decided to bring up another man's household.
Well, this is what was said.
Like
RG3 basically stated that Angel Reese clearly hates Caitlin Clark, which, bro, it's obvious that she don't like her. And once again, that is fine. Like, bro, this is sports.
I don't gotta like you.
Yeah, I think
the Josh Allen Lamar thing. Like they asked Lamar Jackson, do him and Josh Allen see each other in the offseason? Like, no, am I supposed to? Like we play the same position and all that, and we're competitors, but like we don't got to.
Like outside of football, I think there'll be more friends. Like outside of football, I think there'll be more friends. Caitlin Clark, Andrew Reese, I don't think they. No, I don't think they like
each other at all. I think that.
But I think that also with the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, I think that initially it was a little bit more one-sided on Angel Reese's part, the hatred. But how it is just human nature. If somebody just continues to tell me that they don't like me, then I don't like your ass either. You feel what I'm saying? I think that that's what it's become. I think that's why Caitlin Clark has no problem with giving her a hard foul. Like, yeah, but we want to send her ass on the free throw line. She a fucking big, no easy layups. She been trying to bully my teammates. She's going to miss them layups at the free throw line. We going to put her ass on the line. I think that that's what it's gotten. And I think that that is fantastic. That's good basketball. And Angel Reese clapping back at that, I have no problem with that either. I think that when it comes to the whole race baiting thing is, let's just be completely honest. Caitlin Clark being white has a lot to do with her popularity, and it has a lot to do with the growth of the game. But what we're not going to do is act like she's not a good player. And I think that WNBA stans, which are essentially just these females that probably never even watched WNBA before, but because it's women involved, they want to just insert their opinion into the convo. What it really is that, bro, let's just it's about bread. It's about, attention. It's about viewership. WNBA wasn't getting no viewership. And if we want to continue to keep it honest, women's college basketball wasn't getting that much viewership until Iowa became prominent with the Caitlin Clark dynamic. That's just a fact. She's a polarizing player. Her shooting the long three balls we've seen from Steph Curry. People love that. They really just do. They like that because women are not going to be above the rim. Women ain't dunking like that. So Caitlin Clark shooting the long range threes, that is appealing. It's aesthetically appeasing. So when people see that and they see that she's white, she has the clean cut image. She's in commercials. She has personality, charisma. People are like, okay, we want to support that. Coming from Iowa. That wasn't a big program. We can't name anybody on that team. It was a small program that she made prominent. It's very Larry Bird-esque with that level of impact. So when we see all of those things, and she's been able to kind of move that and transition that into the pros, then it's like, yeah, we're watching it because of one person. And that's still the case today. What WNBA players have to realize is this chick is going to help you guys put more bread in your pocket because there are WNBA players that are making the same amount of money that I'm making working a corporate job. So my thing is, if you want to make millions potentially, just support the girl because then you will become more likable. Because when you continue to say that the person who is the only reason why we're watching, we don't like her, she's only here because she's white, that's going to make me like you even less because I don't even really care about you now. But when you're saying that the face of the league is not good for the game, then that's going to make you look worse. It just is. So I'm seeing all the girls that are just like, I have no problem with the competition. I like the physicality, the fighting, like all that stuff is what makes sports great. But when you're on Twitter and you're taking shots at her and you're in the post-game presser saying, she's only because she's white, I'm like, that turns a lot of people off. 90% of people that are watching it because of CC is going to turn them off from you. But we're going to continue to watch the Indiana Fever, which every single game they're a part of is the highest rated game. And it's probably going to continue to be that. So the players got to buy in because what the league has done, they figured it out. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, first game of the season, televised. We got that on lock. Like, they know what the moneymaker is. For whatever reason, oddly enough, it took them a season to figure it out, but they figured it out. Now the WNBA players have to buy into the product if they want to make more bread, if they want to live in high rises, if they want to continue to have those PJs. Now, if you don't, continue to do the bullshit that you're doing, but you're not going to make more money, and you're not going to get more emotion.
I think it's funny. The there was a tweet by NBA Centel that was I think it was like a day ago. From us recording this video, and it was it was a tweet directed towards like Caitlin Clark and I think her name is like Ryan Howe or whatever, and the tweet was like saying that like the WNBA fined them for like $30. I thought that was hilarious because it's like $30 is crazy. Like NBA, that's kind of like an NBA that'll be like 30,000. Like it'll be like 100 1,000 times more. So yeah, I thought that was funny, but actually of us recording this, Caitlin Clark just hit like kind of a logo shot anyway. So she's been balling. So I'm not gonna knock her for that. I think she's been playing pretty well. I think, from the perspective of Andrew Reese, she kind of doesn't need to let this go as much. I think her biggest calling card in the WNBA is her relationship / rivalry with Caitlin Clark. So I think that's why she's trying to hold on to it, even though you can tell the relationship is kind of teetering. Many of the fans, she's been getting a lot of backlash when it comes to like her playing career and like how she plays. We know she can't really shoot a layup to save her life. She has a lot of things to work on. I think what needs to be in the suit for her next direction in basketball is I think she needs to, whenever she gets a rebound, just pass the ball out. If you pass the ball out, that creates another possession for your team, and you're not kind of wasting possessions. That one play that we all saw in the pie, bro, that may have been one of the worst plays I've ever seen in basketball history. She took like 4 contested layups, and you could tell. I forgot the woman that was guarding her, but you can tell they didn't take her seriously. Like they weren't even contesting somebody, like half of them, because you can just look at it. Angel Reese was just throwing it up. Whatever's close to the net, she was just throwing it up, and I'm like, dog, that's not how you go to the rim. That's not how you take a paint shot. That's not how you play the game of basketball. Like I don't know who taught you that shit. I don't know if she one of those people that learned basketball and it was like 16 years old. So she's not used to, the simulation of basketball. But that is not how you play basketball.
That's not how the game is played. You can't do that.
Like if you can't make the shot at the cup, you pass it out. And it took her to like the 4th or 5th attempt where she was like, okay, let me pass it out. Like it took her from when one of the opposing guards had to double her from the top of the key. And, that just can't happen for somebody who is one of the faces of the league right now. Like you have to be better. So yeah, I think that is just crazy. I kind of want to end the video off of that. Like I'm like, we're going to spin the clip like 24/7 because it's like, that's one of the worst clips in basketball history. Like it's been a minute since I've seen a clip that bad. Like I probably compare that clip to when I was watching like, YMCA or when I was in like 3rd grade and you see one of these kids, on the opposing team, they run, shoot the ball and they own goal. Like that may be as bad as that to me. So yeah, Andrew Reese, please work on your game. Please get out there. I saw in the offseason she was working on that jump shot. Please leave it alone. We need to like basketball fundamentals. I don't know if she's doing the mic and drill. I need her doing the mic and drill. Doing the mic and drill. I need you goal 100 layups. The bare minimum. That's the bare minimum goal. I need you doing that every day. Because we need to get you fixated on that square on the top of the backboard. That is where the shot needs to be going. I don't want to hear her, trying to shoot a layup that's not touching that spot the goal because it's not most likely going to go in. It's not a high percentage shot. So please work on your game. We all want you to work on your game so we can make this rivalry more interesting because it's not interesting right now. It seems like Caitlin Clark has no comp, but she kind of really doesn't. So yeah, please work on your game. Caitlin Clark, you've been playing pretty well. I will give you that. I gotta actually finish watching this game or rerun this game so I can see like what she did in this game. But yeah, man, WNBA. I mean, they got some promising talent out of the last couple years, but they got they got to mold these girls better, man. They got to mold these girls better, and I think Angel Reese, she's coming out of the forelight because we all know she's not that good. You know, she's kind of a ring merchant in college, so you know she's still flexing that ring. Which I ain't gonna lie, Caitlin Clark, she don't got a ring, but I mean she mad better. So yeah, that's all I got to say, man. Shit, please, Angel Reese, I need her. You know, doing those mic and drills 24/7. Like at my level, like at my stage, I was mastering them hoes in like middle school. So it's not even like a professional like talent. It's like it's basic. So if you get that mic and drill up, I think she'll look way better because she doesn't get any lift on her shot. Like let's keep it a bean. She can't jump over a loose leaf of paper. I don't know if she's doing box jumps. If she's doing box jumps, please, I need her on that more. Like I need her doing more box jumps. We need to get that athleticism up because it is atrocious, especially for a big. Because her most of the shots at the cup, it's not like she's taking jump shots for her. If she's taking jump shots, it's like top of the key. Nobody's really guarding her. She's looking for it. So she's taking the jump shot. It's nobody's covering her. And I did see that one clip of her dribbling the ball. I think she refused to pass to somebody. She's like bringing the ball down the court, and she just got like stripped. And it was like the comments were saying, she's dribbling the ball to her chin. So it's like we need to get her on fundamentals, like fundamentals first, before we get to like any 5-on-5 play. Like that's how if I'm her trainer, I don't know who's training her because what are you training her? Like, y'all guys have to picture this. Angel Reese supposedly has a trainer. What is that trainer teaching her? Are they just doing rebounding drills 24/7? Like, she's already good at that. Like, can we get her on more stuff? Like, I don't know, man. These trainers nowadays, like Drew Hanlon and all these guys, not even really. So, oh man, that's all I got, bro.
Last point, and then we're gonna wrap this video up. Angel Reese, this is your Matrix moment, sweetheart. You got red pill, blue pill. Focus on your craft, focus on your game. Or stick to the social media shit. Choose one because you cannot do both.